Hey, it's Elizabeth at the Ponderosa, and today I'm going to show you how to make 7-Up biscuits. Well, maybe I tell a little white lie, because as you can see here, we have Sprite. Because 7-Up is really hard to find where I live unless you buy a 2-liter, and I only needed a half cup. So we're going to substitute Sprite. Now I know some of you are probably scratching your head and thinking, 7-Up biscuits? No way am I going to eat those. But I promise you they don't taste like 7-Up, they don't taste fruity, they don't taste lemon or limey. They are just awesome. So it starts out with 2 cups of Biscuit, which I've already measured out, and then a half cup of sour cream. And then we're just going to kind of cut the sour cream into the Biscuit mixture. And cut just means we're going to incorporate it till it becomes kind of like little pea sizes. Just mixing it around, and if you want to, you can even use your fingers to make that happen. Now, one of the things I want to tell you about this dough is that it's a really, really soft dough. So don't get all weirded out when you put in the 7-Up and you mix it around and it's really kind of gloopy, because it's going to be like that, and it's okay. So, all right, so we've got our sour cream cut in to the Biscuit mixture, as you can see here. And now we're just going to take a half cup of Sprite / 7-Up, whatever you have on hand, and we're going to mix it in. And it kind of foams up a little bit. Mix it around, and then once we get it all incorporated, we're going to turn it out onto, I've got a flexible cutting mat here. We're going to knead it just a couple of times to coat it with some more baking mix, and then we're going to cut it out. So one of the things you can do is, I use a square stone here, and I put about a 1/4 cup of butter, put it into the oven. The oven is set at 450 just to melt the butter. Keep an eye on it because you don't want to burn your butter, because A, it does not smell good and it does not taste good. So we're almost mixed here, and I'm going to pour it out onto the flexible cutting mat. All right, almost there. All right, so I'm just going to move this over, and then I'm going to scrape it out. And then we're just going to use another scraper just to get all that goodness off, because it is kind of a sticky dough. And then I'm going to take about a 1/4 cup of baking mix, which I have here. I'm going to sprinkle on the top of it. I have about a 1/4 cup on the bottom. And I'm just going to kind of pat it around, kind of fold it in, just to kind of get it incorporated so that it's all covered. No rolling pin is required for these. You're just going to kind of pat them out so they're about a 1/2 inch thickness. Oops. And then I have a biscuit cutter. Pampered Chef sells some awesome biscuit cutters. I'm just kind of running it around a little bit in some baking powder, or Biscuit mixture. Gonna pull it out, and then I'm just gonna drop this guy right over here into my stone. Cut this one out. Just keep cutting them out, and then once you're done cutting them out, they're going to go into the oven of lovin' for 450 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes. And before you know it, we're going to have biscuits coming up at the Ponderosa.